Hey, what's up, you guys? Good to be back. It's good to be back once again. And today we got to talk about one of the most scapegoated topics of discussions in today's gaming community. Modern gaming sucks. Multiplayer games suck. Single player games suck. Let's be honest here, guys. There are countless games to warp your mind into in today's market, and there's no denying that there is an endless amount of fun to get into when gaming, retro gaming included. But a lot of people are using their problems in the real world and bringing it to the game no matter the identity. If you're someone that claims modern gaming is bad, but you only subject yourself to play free-to-play titles or games that are designed to monetize your entire experience, such as 2K, Battlefield, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Overwatch, etc., your reality in which gaming is to be is purely obligated towards grinding, turning the entire experience into a gambling session of euphoria. Whether it be getting wins, skins, or just a false sense of accomplishment within the game. But that's a separate topic of discussion. You ever have that moment where you have 30 to 50 different games to play or haven't completed, but can't find the will to boot it up and have some fun? A lot of it has to do with what you're dealing with in the real world. You see, as a kid, if you grew up in a somewhat stable household, you would find gaming as easy as taking a sip of water. You could jump into the experience with no real mental setback, hop back off, and think nothing of it. Not only that, but there were a lot more unknown gaming mechanics that you haven't come across yet. Jump ahead to 10 to 15 years later. Maybe you're in school, in college, studying for finals. Maybe you're living on your own and pacing yourself to keep up with bills. Maybe you're in a relationship or married and can't give the game your full undivided attention. Or maybe you're simply just fighting depression in general. Gaming used to be your escape from it all, and unfortunately, it just isn't that anymore. So we get online and talk about games of modern times and compare it to when it wasn't all that bad, supposedly, quotation marks. Take Call of Duty, for example. I remember back when I was younger, I'd play Call of Duty Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, and I vividly remember videos of people calling those games broken, bad, all over the place. And during those times, those individuals were usually in their early to mid 30s. And fast forward to today, everyone wants to go back to those games. Those same people included. Now, I'm not excusing whatever the hell Black Ops 7 was or is right now, but I'm just making a point as to how it's hard to determine if you like the games you cherished or the moment and the circumstance your life was in at that point. I remember during a pretty rough time in my life where I didn't have a job, dropped out of school for medical reasons, lived at home with my mom and huge family, didn't have a room to myself, and slept on a couch where I had to hear everyone's problems even while struggling with recovering from my own set of issues. I tried to game, but gaming just wasn't the same. The experience felt stale, felt like I was trying to defibrillate my soul, which needed a bigger band-aid than a 15 kill streak, I felt empty and knew I needed to find some ground for my life before I decided to take gaming seriously again. Hence, why my channel would go in and out until I finally found some sort of ground to stabilize myself like 3 years back. Exactly, actually. I told myself I can't continue gaming or YouTube until I get my life back together, because I can't smile as much as I used to. After moving into my own place, getting my furniture, TVs, my PS5, my Xbox, etc., I finally felt like I could just breathe and let myself become immersed in the gaming world again. I didn't have to worry about bills or if it would be paid or if I'll run out of money, etc., because my own money was set aside for when it's time to handle business. I may not be where I want to be, but without struggle, there's no success. But with that, coming back to the main topic, I could finally game. Not only game, but become a hardcore gamer again, where platinum trophies and multiplayer games with my friends from time to time could be a guilty pleasure without ignoring my duties as a member of this society. I find myself when playing games that even when the game is bad, mediocre, good, great, or even perfect, I can still look at the next game and go, I'm excited to play this. I've even jumped into playing different genres for a change. I never thought in a million years I'd be playing Final Fantasy X and be somewhat proficient in handling the gameplay. That's something that even 18-year-old me couldn't even fathom. But I'm not going to pretend like there isn't an elephant in the room. I know why people would feel like when their beloved franchise is dying, gaming in general is dying. I get it. People feel that gaming is dead or dying primarily due to a shift away from passion-driven, complete releases toward monetization-heavy, live service, and buggy AAA titles. Other factors include industry-wide layoffs, nostalgia aging, and choice paralysis from too many options. So I understand to a degree why one would feel that way, but there were god-awful titles back then too. Like Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, Superman 64, Mortal Kombat Mythologies, Sub-Zero, Devil May Cry 2, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I can go on, trust me. But what comes with being a game, as well as any other form of entertainment that you're well versed in, is to know how to navigate through the catalog without relying on advertisers, commercials, etc. to tell you what a good game is. You should know good God and well that journalists have taken over that department from top to bottom. You do have movie lovers that know the Hollywood form of movies are a disgrace to the creativity, but good movies still exist and they know that. We know that a lot of musicians across mainstream media that pump out trash left and right, but there are some good musicians across the globe that didn't sign that deal or contract for the sake of their music going to waste. Eventually, after being in the group of entertainment for so long, you have to know when there's good and when there's bad. And you have to learn how to read the signs of a bad game. And if you're someone that loves a bad or good game, but want the rest of the world to have the same opinion than you, that's entirely your problem. It's one thing to recommend it, but don't try to force your opinion on the next person. I happen to have good memories with Resident Evil 6, but I understand why longtime Resident Evil fans hate it. But that's all I wanted to talk about today here, guys. How do you feel about the video? I know I've said quite a few things across the board, but I'm open to listen to what struck a reaction and sort of talk back to you. Let's be a little mature about it, because I know we got a couple of dweebs that'll come in and trying to lose their mind. But make sure you guys leave a like or a dislike. It's to your liking as always, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I need that. Peace.